how much technology is enough technology? Is it that we literally do not have enough innovation for everything that we need as humankind? Or do we simply refuse the social innovation that would make all the technology we have actually solve the problems?
So she tagged me in this, and first off, I love this question. This might be one of my favorite philosophy-based questions I've been prompted to answer. And answer it I shall based on my philosophy. So the purpose of technology is to advance society, to make things easier, to make things more efficient, to learn things that we previously did not know, and to do things that we previously could not do. But to what end? What is the end goal? I personally think that the end goal is to create an existence in which people are able to pursue their dreams, their passions, their interests without technology being a hindrance in why they can't. Obviously with the caveat of not harming other people or enforcing your will on other people. It's just like your stuff that you're interested in. So once we hit a point where everyone's able to do everything that they want to do and technology isn't the reason why they can't, that would be where I would say that's enough technology. But that line is ever fleeting, ever moving away from us because our desires and interests are based on what we understand that we can do and what we would like to be able to do. So I don't think we'll ever hit a point where everyone is like, I can do everything that I've ever imagined wanting to do and there's nothing else that I would want to push further. I don't think that'll ever be the case. I think there's always going to be people wanting more and pushing for more, right? And on the other side of the technological hindrances, you've got diseases which still exist and, injuries which still exist and stuff like that. Medical malformities that prevent people from being able to do the things that they want to do. Like we don't have a cure for blindness yet and stuff like that. We do have technology to circumvent some of this stuff, but we haven't fixed it. Like we haven't found the fix yet, right? And until we do, I would say, yeah, we still need more technology. But that's not what she's actually asking. What she's actually asking is the reason why we don't currently live in a utopia because we don't have the technology in order to do so, or because society just sucks too much to actually make it happen? And in reality, it's the latter. We have the technology to make sure that no person in the world goes unhoused or unfed. We have the technology to exist primarily on clean fuel. We have the technology to turn a significant portion of our workforce automated to make sure so that people don't have to do it anymore. Dangerous jobs, tedious jobs, over complex jobs, over precise jobs. We have the technology to make a lot of those kinds of jobs automated so that people no longer have to do them. The biggest hindrance in a lot of this stuff is money, currency. Money is a man-made idea that we came up with to exchange goods and or services with other people. You want 3 chickens? Well, the value of 3 chickens is 1 cow. I don't have a cow. Let me go find a guy with a cow. Hey, I want your cow. How can I get your cow? I think the amount of work it would take for you to paint my barn is worth a cow. So if you paint my barn, I will give you a cow. Counteroffer, can I paint your barn and your house and get 2 cows? Well, I don't have 2 cows, but I would like my barn and my house painted. So what I can do is I can give you these pieces of paper and I can say that this paper represents as much work as it took to paint my house. So I'll give you a cow and these, we'll call them dollars. Hey, so I'm back. I got the cow and I got these dollars. These dollars represent how much work it took for me to get the cow, right? So I can give you the cow and these dollars. I can get 6 chickens. So you're giving me a cow for 3 chickens and then this paper for 3 chickens, and this paper is worth the same amount as a cow, and somebody will give me a cow if I give them these. Okay, then yeah, go ahead and take 6 chickens. We're good. That's how money was supposed to be. We just made up its worth and then just exchanged things for it so that people could get the stuff they wanted. But we bastardized it and corrupted it for greed. I don't want to give you the value of your work for your work. I want to give you less than the value of your work so I can keep the difference. Capitalism, credit, debt, Bitcoin, the stock market. It became a rat race of how do I get as much value as possible by putting in as little effort as possible. How do I exploit as many people's work as possible? Scarcity. Put the things that people need behind a paywall to force them to work for less than what they're worth so that I can keep the difference. If you want to live in a house, you've got to work, because who's going to pay for the house? If you want to eat food and not die, you've got to work, because who's going to pay for the food? Forget that there's people who build shit for free and give it away. Forget that there's people who grow shit for free and give it away. That doesn't work in capitalism. You need to sell it. Convince society, at least the poor people in society, that life is supposed to be hard. That way they don't complain about being exploited. They don't complain about why they're struggling in situations where people shouldn't need to struggle. This is entirely socially constructed. We created this model that forces us to live in struggle. A utopia cannot exist in this model, because you can't exploit the struggle of others if you remove their need to struggle. If you built a home for every person and guaranteed that no person would ever need to worry about being homeless, if you distributed food to every person so that no person ever had to worry about starving, so many businesses, so many industries would collapse. Because without the fear of starvation and homelessness, people would only ever do the things that they wanted to do, that they were passionate about. And that would be way closer to a utopia, but it would be terrible for businesses. So they would fight tooth and nail to make sure that could never happen. So yes, the refusal for social innovation is the reason why we don't already have enough and why we don't already have utopia and things like that. There's obviously other things I could talk about: war, religion, misogyny. You can't have a utopia with any of these things either, because you can't have a utopia in which people are forced to do what you think they should do, or be what you think they should be, or believe what you think they should believe, anything like that. So yes, we already have enough to get at least really close to a utopia-esque society, but society also refuses to allow that to happen. That's my take on this. Thank you guys for watching. Also, if you're not subscribed to me here, go do that. What are you doing? Why? Come on now. I will see you in the next video.